Good morning, friends. In this video, we will see the previous year question from 27 to 36. It means we will cover 10 questions, and all these questions have been taken from December 2018 NTA UGC NET English. So let's get started. So the question is, early African American texts like slave narratives were often described as told to narratives, as their authors dictated their experiences. The persons who noted down these experiences are: number A, translators; number B, slave drivers; and C, abolitionists; and option D, Ammonists. So the answer of this question is going to be option number D, Ammonists. See something about this. M.A. Nunes. What is this? It's a literary or artistic assistant, in particular one who takes dictation on copies manuscript. Amanuensis word originally taken from Latin amenu, which means serves a manu. It means a slave. At hand writing, secretary, and enesis means belonging to. Early 17th century Latin from serfs, a manu, a slave, at hand writing. Secretary plus enesis means belonging to. And the next question, 28. One of the less noticed and acknowledged distinction of the Canterbury Tales is that A. It upheld the idea that we cannot divorce poetry from knowledge because poetry itself is an object of knowledge. Option B. It altered it alerted us to the term actor, someone who is both an originator or one who gives increase the best description for Chaucer himself. Option C. It married domesticate domestic domesticity to divinity, the baker's loaf with the bread of life. And option D. Instead of revealing England's divisions, it revealed in its diversity. So the answer of this question is option number D. Let's see something more about this. So the Canterbury Tales, considered as a first literary work following pentameter, and express the diversity of England communism instead of revealing England's division. The Canterbury Tales is a collection of 20 stories that runs to over 17,000 lines, written by Geoffrey Chaucer. Geoffrey Chaucer was an English poet and known as the father of English literature, and he was the first writer to be buried in Poets' Corner of Westminster Abbey. And his notable poems, Tryllus and Grisida. Number 2, The Nun's Priest Tale. Number 3, Parliament of Fowls. Number 4, The House of Fame. And the movies, A Knight's Tale, The Canterbury Tales. And now, question number 29. Which of the following is the most accurate description of Butler English? So, option A pidgin, also called kitchen English, is spoken by South Asians in Europe. Option B, a minimal pidgin that emerged during colonial times in the Madras Presidency. Option C, a dialect of English spoken by the descendants of Anglo-Indians. And option D, any non-grammatical variety of English used by menials in Commonwealth countries. So the answer of this question will be option number B, a minimal pidgin that emerged during colonial times in the Madras Presidency. So Let's see something about this. Butler English, also known as bearer English or kitchen English, is a dialect of English that first developed as an occupational dialect in the years of the Madras Presidency in India. The name derives from its origin with butlers, the head servants of British colonial households, and the English that they used to communicate with their masters. Butler English persisted into the second half of the 20th century beyond the independence of India and was subject to Providian influence in its phonology. And the next question, question number 30. In the spring of 1941, Nikos Kazantzakis embarked on one of his most ambitious projects, a play known as Yangtze. What English or Greek title is it now known as? Option A, Brobdingang. Option B, Zoroaster. Option C, Buddha. Option D, Jobra. So the answer of this question will be option number C, Buddha. And let's see something more about this. Nikos Kazantzakis, born in 1883, died in 1957, was a Greek writer and known as a giant of modern Greek literature. He was nominated for the Nobel Prize in Literature in 9 different years. Yangtze is a river in China, but here Yangtze refers to the English title the Buddha, where writer talks about the considerable and hypothesis story of Buddha's life and his journey, and his notable works Serpent and Lily, signed with the pen name Karm Nirvani 1908. Some notable works number 2. One act play titled Comedy 1909. And now question number 31st. During the Raj, the British viewed their rule in terms of a thankless duty to uplift the downtrodden and inculcate order into Oriental minds. The mission to civilize the silent peoples of the West was a burden imposed upon them by destiny. The last observation is a fairly obvious allusion to. So the option A, Rudyard Kipling's The White Man's Burden. Option B, Flora Annie Steele's The Garden of Fidelity. Option C, J.R. Ackerley's Hindu Holiday, an Indian journal. Option D, Maud Driver's The English Women in India. So the answer of this question is going to be option number C. This is J.R. Ackerley's Hindu Holiday, an Indian journal. J.R. Ackerley's Hindu Holiday is an Indian journal. Now question number 32. Identify the characters. Character, a black-eyed dwarf who constantly revealed a few discolored fangs that were yet scattered in his mouth and gave him the aspect of a panting dog. Option A, Daniel Quilp in the Old Curiosity Shop. Option B, Mr. Crook in Bleak House. Option C, Mulberry Hawk in Nicholas Nickleby. Option D, Regent in Little Dorrit. So the answer of this question will be option number A, Daniel Quilp in the Old Curiosity Shop. So let's see something about this. The Old Curiosity Shop is one of the 2 novels which published along with short stories in Charles Dickens' weekly serial Master Humphrey's Clock from 1840 to 1841. The character of Black-Eyed Dwarf is a Daniel Quilp, who is one of the main antagonists in the novel. Quilp is a vicious, ill-tempered and grotesque dwarf and is the villain of the novel. Other characters of the old curiosities of Neil Arnett, Dick Sweller, Kit Nobles, Gerald Father, Charles John Hoffman Dickens, born in 1812 and died in 1870, was an English writer who figured out actually poverty problems and life sketches of fictional character. He regarded by many as the greatest novelist of the Victorian era, and his notable works A Tale of Two Cities, 1859. Number second, The Frozen Peep. Number third, Oliver Twist came in 1839. Number four, David Copperfield. It's an autobiography, came in 1849 to 50. Number five, Great Expectation came 1860 to 61st. And number six, A Christmas Carol came in 1843. Now the next question, and question number 33rd. The good thing about words. Hanif Qureshi remarks in loose tongues is that their final effect is incalculable. You can never know what your words might turn out to mean for yourself or for someone else, or what the world they make will be like. Anything could happen. The problem with silence is that we know exactly what it will be like. Qureshi in some suggest option A. There is always some risk involved in writing or speaking. Option 2. It is better to avoid using words than to risk miscommunication. And number third, words being predictable are always open to misinterpretation. And 4. The unpredictable is indeed is the strength of words. So the answer of this question will be A, B, C, D. What will be? So C will be the answer. One number as well as four number. In one number, there is always some risk involved in writing and speaking. It will be the answer. And again, four number, the unpredictable indeed is the strength of words. So let's see something more about this. Hanif Qureshi suggests that the writing of any work focus always risk because of society influence as well as contemporary writing pressure and the exact words of expressing emotions as in speaking. Sometimes the word content are different meaning considered by reader. Hanif Qureshi is a novelist of Pakistani British playwright, a screenwriter and filmmaker, and he has written works. Number one, The Buddha of Shavarbiya came in 1990. Number two, The Black Album 1995. Gabriel Gift 2001, The Body 2003. And his story collections Love on Blue Time 1997, Midnight All Day 1999, Collected Essays Faber and Faber 2011. And now question number 34. Arnold Wesker is associated with kitchen sink drama. A rather considering title applied to the then new wave realistic drama depicting the family life of working class characters on stage and in broadcast plays. Two of the following plays begin with one character doing the dishes in a kitchen sink. Identify the pair. 1. The kitchen. 2. Chicken soup with barley. Third, roots. 4. Menek. So the answer of this question will be option number C. It means 2 and 3. So in 2 number, chicken soup and barley, and 4, menes. Not menes, it will be 3. It means roots. Let's see something about this. Arnold Wesker, first of a trilogy play Chicken Soup with Barley, performed on a stage at the Belgrade Theatre in Coventry in 1958. The two other plays of that trilogy, Roots and I Am Talking About Jerusalem, also premiered. The play is split into three acts consisting each with two scenes. The plays are kitchen sink, play or drama, traces the Jewish Khan family's downfall of their ideals in changeable world. Wesker explores how they struggle to maintain their conviction on the terms of Jewish communist. Sir Arnold Wesker was a widely known as English dramatist and author of 50 plays, short stories containing 4 volumes, 2 volumes of essay, and notable works: The Very Own and Golden City. Number 2, The Wesker Trilogy. Number 3, The Journalist and His Awards. The awards which were given to him: Italian Morzotto Prize. Number 2, Frontier Lifetime Achievement Award. And now question number 35. We know now that a text is not a line of words releasing a single theological meaning, the message of the author God, but a multi-dimensional space in which a variety of writings, none of them original, blend and clash. Literature, by refusing to assign a sacred and ultimate meaning to the text and to the world as text, liberates what may be called an anti theological activity, an activity that is truly revolutionary, since to refuse to fix meaning is in the end to refuse God and his hypostasis, reason, science, law. The passage comes from which of the following essay? Number A, The Death of the Author by Rolla Barthes. Option B, Discourse in the Novel by Michael Bakhtin. Option C, What is an Author by Michael Foucault. Number D, Traditional and Individual Talent by T.S. Eliot. So the answer of this question will be option number A, and this is The Death of the Author by Rolla Barthes. Let's see something more about this. The Death of the Author. The title is a reference to Le Morte d'Arthur, an Arthurian legend story written by Sir Thomas Malory. Its author is French literary critic and theorist Roland Barthes, born in 1915 and died in 1990. Barthes argued in this essay political views, historical context, religion, ethnicity, psychology, biographical or personal attributes to distill meaning from the author's work. Roland Barthes, a French literary theorist, linguist, philosopher, and semiotician, his notable works: Death of the Author, Writing Degree Zero, Effect of Reality, and the movies Let the Sun Shine In, Desire in Motion, Espera un Pastimo. And the question number 36. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow dot. It means what will be put here? Crips. In this pretty pace from day to day to the last dot of recorded time syllable, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle, let life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. We have to fill in the blanks with the help of these words. So option A, creeps moment starts scene. Option B, move syllable from heard. Option C, walks breathe creeps on. Option D, creep syllable starts heard. So the answer of this question will be D. We have already talked about. So let's see something about this. Creeps in this pretty pace from day to the last syllable of recorded time. The struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale. So thank you. See you soon in the next video. Till then, bye.